Sagittarius. Welcome to February 2014. Now, you're feeling good in February. You have a lot of energy. You're feeling lighter. You want to go, go, go. You want to do, do, do. And the reason is because the sun is in Aquarius, which rules the area of your life that has to do with short distance travel, communication, being out in the community, driving, within a 100-mile radius, really being involved, being active, being social. You're up for it. And that's awesome. The challenge is Mercury goes retrograde. Now, Mercury will retrograde in this area of communication from February 6th through the 28th. First, it starts out in Pisces, in the area of your life that has to do with your foundation, your home, where you live. And then it backs into Aquarius, which is your mind, how you think and communicate. Now, if you follow my link here to Navigating Mercury Retrograde, you can read all about the do's and don'ts of Mercury Retrograde. I don't like signing contracts on a Mercury Retrograde. I don't like buying major purchases or starting a new job or getting married, because when Mercury is retrograde, we go into our dream state. We go into our subconscious. So we don't always read things. We don't always see things that are there. Then we come back to it later and go, how did I not see that? How did I not know that? And so, it's always wiser to wait until Mercury goes direct before making major commitments. Now, for those of you that are out of work and you want to take a job, go for it. Life goes on. If you have to move, move. If you have to buy a car or a computer or whatever, you got to do what you got to do. Just keep the receipts and read the fine print. Go over the details and make sure both parties understand each other. Feed back to the other person what you believe they're saying to you, as well as make sure they understand you. Because we can say things and people can hear it completely different than what we're saying. And so that's going to be really interesting. Another thing I find really interesting about 2014, and I'm pretty sure I talked about this in the year ahead, but I think it's worth mentioning again, is it's a very interesting year because, when you go into the new year, you're all excited. It's a new year. Woohoo! Goodbye, 2013. Hello, 2014. You're ready for the new adventure. You're ready for life to begin. You're ready for a fresh start. And you're ready to forge ahead. But here we are going into 2014, and first month, January, we go in with Venus, what you love and value, in reverse. That's very strange. And now we're in February, how you think and communicate. And for you, Aquarius rules, it's 3 signs from you. It rules the area of how you think and communicate. So you think like an Aquarian. It's in reverse. Next month, Mars, your drive in life, your ability to get anything done, goes in reverse. These are very personal planets that make up your unique psychology. And so here we are going into 2014 with very personal aspects about ourselves, what we love and value, how you think and communicate, your energy and drive in life, in reverse. Planets asleep in our subconscious, not consciously aware of what we're choosing, doing, liking, wanting, or thinking. So I think we're living 2 years within this 1 year of 2014. The first 6 months are going to be where the universe is saying go back and finish, or go back and redo, or reflect upon what you've done, see what you can do differently in the future. Don't forge ahead blindly. Really look at where you're going, really look at what you want, really look at how you're going to accomplish it, really look at what you think, really look at what you love and value. And then in the second half of the year, it's going to feel completely different. And especially for you, when Jupiter gets to Leo, that's going to really, pour positive energy into you and uplift you. Although February is really good too for you because Aquarius is 3 signs from you. And the Leo full moon on Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's Day. February is the month of love. Leo is a sister sign, is a fire sign for you, and that pours positive energy into you. So you're going to like the Leo full moon. And, you know, it's an interesting moon because we've got the moon in Leo, big emotions. People can make mountains out of molehills. So be aware of not emotionally reacting, right? Instead of react, step back, and then you can be proactive, okay? Because this full moon could make people very reactive. It's not like the sun in Leo. When the moon is in Leo, people can get really emotional and big about what is going on. And that just fuels the fire. And then on the other side, we've got intellectual, heady, emotionally detached Aquarius and Mercury in Aquarius. So, you know, what you think can be in direct opposition to what you feel. Or your will in life can be in direct opposition to what you feel. And Saturn's T-squaring it. Saturn in deep Scorpio, which is pulling up our shadow side, our refuge, the things that we don't want to have to look at, but Saturn's making us look at, is challenging the moon, challenging Mercury, challenging the sun. And so, you know, so it's wherever the imbalance is. So if you've been too emotional and not very grounded and practical, Saturn will point that out. If you've been too much in your head and neglecting your emotions, what you feel and what you emotionally need, Saturn will point that out. So it's important to look at what you feel, what you need, and your goals and your will and your determination to succeed. And, you know, so that's interesting. Now, the way out with the Saturn on the Leo full moon on Valentine's Day is Mars. Mars is in Libra. And Mars in Libra is exactly trining the sun and sextiling the moon. And I love this because it's at 0. It's right there, right on the moon and the sun, whereas Saturn is 3 degrees away. So the way out is through Mars. And so for you, the way out is don't get caught up in other people's drama. Don't worry about the small stuff, and most of it is small stuff. Ask yourself, is this going to matter in 6 months? Is this going to matter to me in 5 years? If it's not, then it doesn't really matter. And Mars is in a great part of your life. Mars is in the area of your life that has to do with being lucky. It has to do with sudden windfalls, sudden breakthroughs, your hopes, your wishes, your goals, your friends. And it's in harmony with the moon. It's trining the sun. And so for you, it's about laughing, finding the lighter side of life, focusing on your goals, focusing on your hopes and your wishes, focusing on your having fun with your friends, partying at the moon, celebrating life, celebrating everything you've accomplished, celebrating all your breakthroughs, celebrating life. And you're feeling it. You're like, life is calling me, and I'm ready for action, and I'm ready to do, and I'm ready to go. And you can, because you have a lot of positive energy here lifting you up in February, empowering you. And it's good for travel. It's good for long distance travel. It's good for short distance travel within 100 miles. It's good for dreaming. It's good for visioning. It's good for being in school. It's good for teaching, writing, speaking, networking, communicating. I like this energy for you. It's very positive. It's very uplifting. And then the sun will enter Pisces on February 18th. And that shifts the area to your foundation, your inner being, your home, your soul power. And then on the 22nd, there's 2 points on the moon that are very important, the North Node and the South Node. The North Node represents the direction of life you need to go in, and the South Node represents where you've come from in the past and in the past lives. The transiting nodes are changing direction on February 22nd. The North Node has been in Scorpio. It's now shifting to Libra. And the South Node is shifting to Aries. And this is moving into the fun houses for you. So this is really nice. And this is about your dreams coming true, your hopes and wishes coming true. This can bring new friends. This can bring new networking. This can bring new relationship. And this is going to be on for the next 18 months. It starts on the 22nd, but it's on for the next 18 months. But it's in a much more fun area. The Scorpio is 12 signs from you, so it's been hanging out in the spiritual, behind the scenes, secret house. And the South Node's been in the area of your health and well-being, lifestyle. And now that's shifting to the fun houses for you. Because Libra and Aries rule your party houses. And so now that the nodes are shifting in there, it can be more fun for you. Life can get lighter for you. It can bring in new relationship for you. And of course, Libra sextiles Sagittarius. It's 3 signs from you. And so it's 2 signs from you, excuse me. And it's a 60-degree angle. It's very nice. And it creates opportunity. And of course, Aries is a sister sign. It also pours positive energy into you. But we don't want to go in the direction of Aries. That's the South Node. This is about relationships and, teaming up with others and networking with others and being focused on your goals, being focused on your hopes and wishes. And then your ruling planet, Jupiter, in Cancer, is going to square off with innovative Uranus on February 25th. Now, my favorite aspects of all are the Jupiter-Uranus, because magic happens when those two get together. And even though it's a challenging aspect, it's still Jupiter and Uranus. It's uplifting, it's empowering, and it's fun. And so this is lighting up your sexuality and your romance. So romance looks good for you in February. And having fun, you're going to feel really strong in February. The only challenge I would say is don't do too much. Don't overwhelm yourself, because you're feeling this upliftment, you're feeling this new surge of energy, and you're like, I want to do this, I want to do this. There's so many things I've wanted to do and I haven't had time to do, or I wasn't able to do, now I want to do and I want to do. And, then before you know it, you got too much on your plate, and then you've overwhelmed yourself. So balance is the key. Don't forget Saturn's there going, balance work and play. Balance profession with personal life. Balance is the key, the middle ground. And then Mercury goes direct on the 28th, and this is awesome, because now communication gets back on track, and your plans can move forward, and it's easier to do things, and it's easier to get things done. Life gets easier when Mercury is direct. Yeehaw! And then you have the Pisces new moon on February 28th or March 1st, depending on where you live on the planet. I love this new moon. It's fabulous. It's a healing new moon, and it is in direct harmony with your ruling planet, Jupiter, in Cancer. This is gorgeous. So this is good if you need to move. This is good if you're doing work in the home, you're decorating in the home, renovating in the home, or you want to sell real estate, or you want to start a home-based business. This is an excellent new moon to initiate it on. I really like this for you, because there's nothing challenging this new moon, and your ruling planet is in harmony, harmonious energy flow. They're all at 11 degrees. The sun and the moon are coupled in Pisces in this area of your life. And Jupiter is at 11 degrees Cancer. And your ruling planet is going to go direct on March 6th. That's really going to catapult you forward. And it's in direct harmony with the sun and the moon. And it's gorgeous. It is nourishing and nurturing and strengthening and empowering and uplifting and positive. And Pluto, in the area of your wealth and money and your resources, is in harmony with this moon. So for those of you involved in real estate, this is a good time to be selling. With Mercury direct, it's a good time to buy. This is a good new moon to take action with real estate. This is a good new moon to start a home-based business. You could see a boost in income in February and March, especially going into March, because this happens right at the end of the month. February is such a short month. There's only 28 days, and bam, we're in March. And so this new moon carries you until the new moon in Aries. And this new moon is a very lucrative moon. This is a money moon. And it's also a healing moon. And it's an empowering moon. And it's expansive. And it's uplifting. And it's visionary. And this is coming out of your foundation. But it's also in the money houses. So there's an increase in money coming in here. For those of you that have a home-based business or you're involved in real estate, this is a good moon for you for creating wealth. So I think you're going to like February, Sagittarius. Love looks good for you. For those of you that are coupled, this is good for the relationship. This energy is strengthening and empowering. If those of you are looking for relationship, there is a potential for that here. It may be even stronger as we get into Aries, because Aries is 5 signs from you and it rules the area of your life that has to do with true love and romance. And that has more to do with the start of a new relationship. But anything can happen. Money looks good for you in late February and going into March. Your money houses are nicely aspected by this Pisces moon. And then, of course, Jupiter going direct next month, I'll talk about that in March, is good for money. Spirituality, the Leo full moon is all about expansion of consciousness, expanding you spiritually, growing you, giving you new insight into your spiritual connection to Source and who you uniquely are and your connection to the divine. It's gorgeous. Health looks good as long as you're balancing things. You know, you're not doing too much, you're not going too far. If you're balancing, the work and the play, and the doing and the going with the resting and the being, balance yourself, and then that way you're feeling really energized. And then when we go into spring next month, you're ready to go and do. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing my podcast. Sagittarius, you're so awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you would like for me to take a detailed look at your personal transits in 2014, or you're interested in coaching, those links are below. And until next time, for all you divine lovers, you beautiful lovers of love, twin flames and soulmates, this is for you. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. Oh, I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Da 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 da. I love you, baby, and if it's quite alright, I need you, baby, to warm a lonely night. I love you, baby. Trust in me when I say, oh, pretty baby, don't bring me down, I pray. Oh, pretty baby, now that I found you, stay and let me love you, baby. Let me love you.